And good morning, Cincinnati. It's kind of chilly out here this morning, but I am just full of warm feelings because of what I'm going to talk about. A Westside Eatery is celebrating a huge milestone. That's a little bit of a hint on what that eatery is. We're talking about Ron's Roost. They've been in business for 60 years now, and chances are, if you live in Cincinnati, especially on the west side over in the Bridgetown area, at some point you've gone in and had a piece of chicken or two. And here to talk more about this big anniversary, we have the owners of Ron's Roost. We have Ron and Donna Larkin. Thank you so much for coming in this morning and braving the weather to talk to us about this big anniversary. 60 years. Restaurants struggle just to make it a few years sometime. What is the secret to your longevity, do you think?
I'd say consistency, being there every day. Just keeping a close eye on it and never turning your back to it.
Like chicken's got to have something to do with it too, right?
A good product doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Now, I have to admit, I know you go through a lot of chicken, but and right now, chicken's having a big popularity in a lot of different restaurants. I was stunned by the amount of chicken you go through.
Yep, 10,000 pieces a week. It's been that way for over a decade. Those numbers have stayed consistent like that.
Yeah. Is there a secret to what you do with it to have people keep coming back, or is it just people like the tradition of coming to Ron's Roost?
People like the tradition. They love to see Ron there. They love to see Olga there.
Yeah.
And obviously the food is delicious.
Yeah.
But the family atmosphere, I think, is something you just can't see at the other places.
Right, and I know a lot of kids even from the neighborhood will work in the place, and they all have memories of people on the west side. Everybody's got a story about Ron's Roost, right?
Well, I mean, the generations come in. The grandparents are in there with their kids and the grandkids, so it is definitely a family place.
Now, I don't want to short the other things you have on the menu because the chicken's good, but you've got some other best of kinds of things on the menu. Are there favorites that people like?
Saratoga chips are off the hook.
Oh, yeah.
Especially this coming Sunday. It'll be nuts.
Oh, the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, Saratoga chips and fried chicken it's one of our record days for those two items.
Now, I have to say, that nothing says iconic like an El Camino with a fiberglass chicken in the bed. You have to tell me the story of this chicken mobile, which I have to say, I had the honor, you allowed me to drive it around the parking lot there at Ron's Roost for a parody video that we did. It's the highlight of my journalistic career. I just want to say that. Tell me the story behind the chicken mobile.
Just a goofy idea my brother and I concocted up. We found an El Camino in Kentucky somewhere. We purchased the El Camino.
I don't know. I hate to laugh, but in
without
Kentucky
the rooster. We had to then ship the car to Wisconsin, and a company manufactured the chicken to fit on the car.
Now, I have to admit, I was a little nervous driving around the parking lot. It doesn't handle like your normal vehicle. Who drives it?
Not even close.
Who drives it for the rest? Do you ever drive it?
I have never driven it. Never.
Unfortunately, I drive it most of the time. The looks I get just like this morning driving here.
But there's no better advertisement. Everybody knows it, right?
I hope it's worth it.
Okay. Are you guys doing anything special for your anniversary?
We've got a few things lined up. Just we haven't put dates on it yet, but I'll definitely let you know.
Okay. And one final question, and that is, you guys are the second generation, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And it's been so successful. Any word about a third generation coming up, or?
Highly possible, yeah.
Oh.
We have two boys. They are 19 and 21, both working there and both showing interest in making that their career.
Well, we certainly hope so. And if you've not been to Ron's Roost, why not? It's on Race Road in Bridgetown. You can't miss it. For goodness sakes, follow the smell of good chicken and you'll get there. Thank you both for coming in today and talking about this
Thanks.
wonderful anniversary that you have coming up.
Yep.
All right, time now for a look at weather. Here's Tara.